Hello students, welcome to my channel. We have started a series of NCERT Chemistry Class 12. So today we are going to cover a topic, solid state. Let's study. Solid state, as we are well aware about solid state of matter. Generally there are major three states of matter. We are well aware about three states of matter. Which are they? Just guess. Solid, liquid and gases. Okay, solid, liquid and gases. There are two more states are there, but we are not talking about. That is Bose-Einstein condensate and plasma state. Okay, so here we are not going to deal about every state of matter. We'll be only exploring about solid state. We'll be only talking about solids, how solids do form, what are the main reason that they are rigid. We'll be exploring why solids are having specific shape and size. We'll be talking about why solids are having higher melting point and other property of solid like the formation of solid, packing efficiency of solid. Will be talking about how solids are used in our daily life, what property in solid it makes differ from the other than the liquid and gases. Everything we'll explore under this chapter. So basically, as we are well aware that there are the three state of matter, major three state of matter. We are surrounded by the solids, liquid and gases in our surrounding. But more often, if you'll see in your surrounding, we are surrounded with a solid and we use them more often than the liquid and gases. For different applications, we need solid with widely different properties. These properties depend upon the nature of constituent particles and binding forces operating between them. The question is here, why solids are rigid? Who makes them rigid? What happened to their atom? Who hold their atom together? Which force do it hold? Like everything about this, this paragraph will clear it out. So what is the binding force? What is the binding force? Binding force, here a term is given over here, binding force. It means the atoms are getting glued with each other with some force of attraction, and that force of attraction, due to that force of attraction, these atoms are held together and they are forming the solid. Therefore, the study of structure of solid is very important, like how the solids are forming, why solids are forming. It is important because like if you'll talk about solid, you have to understand first that about their atom and their packing. Okay, so the correlation between the structure and the properties help in discovering new solid material with desired property like high temperature, superconductor, magnetic material, biodegradable polymer for packaging, biocompliant solid and surgical implants, etc. So these are the areas where we are using the solids in extensive level. From our earlier studies, it means like in a grade 10, grade 9 and in the previous studies, we know that the liquid and the gases are fluid. They are fluid, but question arises over here, why they are fluid? Why liquids are fluid? So the reason is what? Their atoms in the liquids, they are not arranged in a specific orientation, as well as they are away from each other. Question arises, why they are away from each other? Why are not they are close to each other as like the solid we have? So the reason is what? The force of attraction, which is acting over there, the force of attraction which is acting over there, this force of attraction is weaker in case of liquid as compared to solid. In case of solid, you must have seen these diagrams in your grade 8, that for solid the atoms are very close to each other. and in case of liquid they are little away. In case of gases they are very far to each other. The question arises over here, why they are far to each other? The reason is what? Intermolecular forces of attraction between between the gaseous molecules. These gaseous molecules are away to each other. Why? Because this force of attraction is weaker, because the forces of attraction in the gases is weaker, and in case of liquid little closer, atoms are little closer to each other as compared to the gases. Then what we can say, their forces of attraction is little stronger as compared to the gases. And in case of solid, their atoms are very close to each other, they are very tightly packed to each other, and as they are very tightly packed to each other, what we can say, they are held together with a strong force of attraction. Strong force of attraction, they are having strong force of attraction, and they are glued with each other, and as they are glued with each other, they do not have any place to move. These atoms, as they are very tightly packed, they do not have any place to move, and if they can't move, what will happen? Their shape will be fixed. Their shape will be fixed. Second thing is what? They will be rigid in nature. They will be rigid in nature, their shape will be fixed, and that is the reason that the solids are rigid in nature. So what reason we can give if someone in your examination, if they're asking question that why solids are rigid, simply you can answer in a one word, that solids atoms are held together with a stronger forces of attraction, and these forces of attractions are holding the atom very tightly that they cannot move anywhere. If they cannot move anywhere, definitely their shape and size will be fixed, as well as they will be rigid in nature. What else? The effect of these interactive forces will happen on the solid. If atoms can't move, if atoms are held together with a stronger force of attraction, so what will happen? The atoms will be bonded very tightly, and they will require very high thermal energy to break them up. They require very high thermal energy to break them up, and if they require very high thermal energy to break them up, what will happen? They will have higher melting point. They will have higher melting point. So in coming paragraph, we'll be exploring about the property of solids and their property of these solids, and even we'll discuss the reason behind these property. Okay. So what are the major characteristic of solids? Major characteristic of solid, general characteristic of the solid state. In grade 11th, you must have learned that the matter can exist in a three state, namely solid, liquid and gas, under a given set of condition, the temperature and pressure. Which of these would be most stable of a given substance depend upon the net effect of the two opposite force factors. Intermolecular forces tend to keep the molecule or atoms or ion closer. So you have to just keep in mind that why atoms and ions are closer to each other. The reason is behind the intermolecular forces. These intermolecular forces of attraction, they hold together this atom, and as they are holding together this atom closer, what will happen? They will be tightly packed. Okay, they will be rigidly packed, and if they are packed, so their shape and size will be fixed, their melting point, boiling point will be higher. Okay, and there is one force, like suppose these intermolecular forces, these forces are taking them up closer, they're keeping them closer. Same way, there is some force, some energy which makes them apart. Guess which energy is that? So I can say thermal energy. I can say thermal energy. So thermal energy keep them apart. Okay, so they have a definite shape, volume, and their masses, definite masses, volume and shape. They're having intermolecular distances in short. Okay, their intermolecular distances are short, hence they are having stronger force of attraction, and their constituent particles, atoms, molecules or ions have fixed position and can only oscillate about their mean position. Yes, this is very important point, that these atoms are so closely packed that they cannot move anywhere, and if they cannot move anywhere, what will happen? They cannot move anywhere, so they are packed, but they can oscillate on their mean position. So point number 4 is very important for your exam point of view. Even third and second are also important. You should keep in mind that, and you should note it. The last point is what? They are incompressible and rigid in nature. This point I have already taken, that what is incompressibility and why they are incompressible, because they are closely packed, they are very tightly packed, there is no place to get compressed. If you apply the pressure, imagine if you are applying the pressure over here, these atoms will not having any place to get compressed, and hence they are rigid. So what today we discuss about the solid state. What are the solid state? What are the general characteristic of solid state? How about their masses, about their volume, shape, intermolecular forces, their strong forces, as well as we talk about their atoms, ions, molecules, everything we discuss, about their compressibility, rigidity, everything we discuss. In upcoming video lecture, we'll be talking about the types of crystalline solid. What are the type of crystalline solid? Even we'll discuss about the solids, crystalline solid, amorphous solid. The crystalline solids are of how many types? What are their properties, etc. Okay, till then just revise this topic, and we'll be dealing with the crystalline solids in the upcoming video. Thank you.